Hey, welcome back to the Wrestle Show once again. As always, hit that like, subscribe button down below, and let's get right to the news of the day. First off, a little channel update for you. Being that wrestling news seems to be getting further and far between on decent news that actually matters, I plan next week, starting next Tuesday, to bring back my top fours. Hopefully some of the few of you that have been watching my videos, hopefully y'all enjoyed my top fours when I did them before. And I will be bringing them back next week. If not Tuesday, I'll definitely have one up by Thursday of next week. That said, that's really all that's going on here. We're just trying to get those views up, trying to get as many people to watch our videos here as we can. So please like, subscribe, and share these videos wherever you can. And let's get right to the rest of the news. Apparently, Brock Lesnar's next two opponents have been named, and it's the same guy. Apparently, the next two pay-per-view events that he'll take part in, apparently Samoa Joe will be his contender both times. Except for maybe one where they may end up doing the Fatal 4-Way between him, Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, and, say, Roman Reigns. We'll see what happens there. But other than that, there's not really much going on there. Apparently, that's the two main or the main person that Brock Lesnar will be facing over the next few months, and we'll see what happens there. Also, apparently, they have named 3 title matches that will take place at SummerSlam. I got them right here. First off, you'll have the SmackDown Live Women's Championship, of course, which will be Naomi versus Natalia. And you ask me, that's going to be a boring as hell match. Probably the most boring match that I've seen in the women's division since the Women's Revolution took place. Because Natalya is just not very fun to watch. She's like the male version of Lance Storm, you know. And she's very boring and not fun to watch. You're going to pair her with Naomi. Hopefully Naomi can do something to make that match fun, because Naomi is at least entertaining to watch. I enjoy watching her, her entrance. I enjoy watching her wrestle. And she's good. But Natalya is just not as good as she once was. And as well, she was never all that entertaining to begin with. So I don't understand the push. But it is what it is. On to the next one. Apparently, you'll have the Raw Women's match, which will be Alexa Bliss versus Bayley, apparently. And that should be a fun match. Those two always put on a good match. Bliss and Bayley are both really talented, very entertaining wrestlers. Who knows who will win, but I really enjoyed the idea of that match. That match looks like it'll be really fun, and on paper it should be very entertaining. And then, of course, you have the Universal Championship match for Raw, which will be Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, and Braun Strowman, which I mentioned earlier. But apparently that's a Fatal 4-Way match set for SummerSlam, which I believe we've predicted here on this channel a few months ago. But anyhow, that's really all the news I have for you today. There's not a whole lot else going on out there. But I will say this. Apparently, Davey Richards from GFW Wrestling, formerly Impact Wrestling, also known for his time in Ring of Honor, has apparently parted ways with GFW. And apparently it's a completely amicable split. And I guess he leaves the door open to return there later if he wants. But maybe he's retiring, or maybe he's just moving on to, other pastures, I suppose, trying to trying to do more, trying to work elsewhere. We wish him well, and I'll wish him well in his future endeavors. And anyhow, that's all I got for you. And I'll see y'all down the road.